Hi everyone, doing a review from a very small brewery with a very tiny tap room. I've been there a couple times and they recently started canning, but they're not really shipping much beyond the brewery. I haven't seen this in any store near me. It's called Feather Edge from Cold Harbor. So it's another one of these IPAs out there, but now people are comfortable just doing those acronyms. So it's dry hop with Citra and Galaxy. You can see it on there. I think this beer has switched up a little bit over the years. It used to be called Indian Summer, and it's been their most commonly brewed brand, I feel like. I don't remember if I had it like 2.5 years ago when I first went to this place, but it's 6.5% alcohol. It was canned on the 18th, so it's exactly 10 days old, and I had a little taste at the brewery, liked it a lot. So let's just jump into it. They also released, for the first time, cans of a double dry hop Galaxy IPA that was pretty good, but very, very Galaxy herbaceous, dry and bitter. Hopefully this one will not be all just Galaxy scraping the tongue. There'll be a little bit of nice juicy Citra coming out. And I don't know if it's always been this hazy. I think it's probably very little bit, but I think they've always made it pretty hazy. It's not like one of these brewers that made a more traditional IPA and then over the past year or two they'd hazed it up and changed it. I don't know what the malt bill is, but it's likely got some wheat or oats in it or something. Looks very nice. Very pale. Just a little bit golden. The head has some fine dense bubbles and some big soapy ones. Looks like a very well made beer. I don't remember there being any overly yeasty flavors or problems when I tasted it. Yeah, the citrus coming through in that. That's really nice. Very big aroma. In the past, I feel like they said that this is double dry hop with Galaxy. It doesn't say double dry hop in the can, but it's quite explosive. It's got some Jolly Rancher hard candy stuff, lemon, lime, juicy, fresh oranges, a little bit of grapefruit in there. I guess really big on the citrus, just some hints of tropical stuff in there from the Citra too. Yeah, a little bit of cotton candy. Yeah, once you get your nose deeper in there, it's not overwhelmed by herbaceous Galaxy. Yeah, that smells really, really nice. I think I'm gonna like this. Nice smooth body. Pretty similar flavor. The Galaxy does come in with some unripe, very unripe tropical stuff like unripe pineapple and peach. And then, yeah, like it usually does, Galaxy, this like herbaceous, eucalyptus quality, I always say, just overtakes your whole face in these kinds of beers. And sometimes it can build up and be too bitter, sometimes I can get used to it. Just enough body at 6.5%. Makes me pretty happy. Only a teeny bit of a drying quality on the tongue. No throat burn. Yeah, that's pretty well made. I like this one a lot. It could be maybe a hair sweeter. But it finishes so clean. And there aren't a bunch of yeasty things happening. There aren't chalky things happening. I mean, it's close to the chalk level, like as you can see with how hazy that is. Sometimes these beers, it's gonna create that texture in your tongue because of all the haze. This one's not too much, just drying it out. It's just drying it out really well. But maybe just a little bit sweeter. I like this more. But it's got plenty of texture on the tongue. It's not ultra soft and fluffy, but I like the feel of it. It's not quite velvety. because it does pack a nice bitter bite. They do list the IBUs on here as like the 61, but I would say that the perceived bitterness might be a little bit higher, which is interesting because all these breweries, if they do list the IBUs for their any IPAs, it's like you never know. Some list it as 0, some list it as 20. If you're single cut, you list it as 126, and you don't know until you taste it really whether it's going to seem bitter to you or not. But this is a very nice beer. For some reason, it seems it's just like not quite getting to the level where I'm like, yeah, this is really awesome, but there's really nothing wrong with it to my taste. I'm really enjoying it. Maybe if it were just a little bit sweeter or something, maybe I'll like it a little bit more as some of the bitterness subsides. Because on the tongue, it's kind of moving away from all the fruitiness that I got in the nose. It still smells pretty good. I guess it is very cold. As it warms up, maybe I'll get some fruitier notes. But it's though it does have a lot of green galaxy qualities, I wouldn't say that it's super dank. But I just love how clean it is. And it's pretty easy to drink, but it is a little taxing on the palate, just with all that bitterness. But if you like a really fruity IPA with galaxy that's not super strong, and you want it to be dry, but it still has plenty of body, this ticks a lot of the boxes for a really good New England style IPA. And I think this beats a lot of the stuff that you can find in stores. Though you can find a lot of great stuff in stores. This is just standing out to me a little bit. I would give this close to 4.25. Maybe a little bit more. If I was in a different mood where I wanted something that was this dry, I would probably give it a higher score. But I wish they would do an all Citra version of this. I would probably like that more, just because Galaxy always seems to be, hit higher in the bitterness than other hops, even if they're brewed in the same beer in the same way with the same IBUs. But I'm rambling now, so yeah, highly recommended. Cold Harbor is pretty easy to hit up on your way back from Worcester, Treehouse, or I actually went there after Medusa. There's a good sort of midway to Western Mass group of breweries that you can hit up, and though they're really tiny, I recommend trying them, or like maybe you can find liquor stores around there to get this stuff, because I bet they're only going to get better and more popular. Goodbye.